Welcome into the Muskogee Civic Center, game for the nightcap of the 2020 Bedouin Shrine Classic in the large school division in the winners bracket. We got a good game between the HILLDALE Hornets and the Coweta Tigers upcoming for you here. HILLDALE in the red, starting out the game hot right off the bat. Scoring for the HILLDALE Hornets is at number 10, Evan Smith. Coweta will be in the home whites. We got the orange trim. They get it down low to Jacob Mills. Mills dribbles. Give it back outside now to Areola. Areola, top of the key. Three-pointer on the way from Brewster. Brewster, three-pointer up and in.
Nice. Brewster with the open three ball, and he hits it to start the game.
Smith handles, gives way now. It's going to be Maxwell on the left wing. Left wing, Maxwell's setting up the play with Smith. He gives it over to Smith. Back to Maxwell. Maxwell thought about going to the corner. He's going to hold himself. Now he's going to launch a deep three and nails it. Nails the three, gets a little swag walk back, and HILLDALE has the early 5-3 lead. On the other side, Areola handles the ball, gives way to Brewster. Brewster thought about going again, but Maxwell with the steal, coast-to-coast layup. Left-handed, they're going to wave it off. That's close. Maxwell thought he had the and one. He still thinks he has the and one as he's heading to the free throw line. That is not going to be the case, though.
I thought it was an and one.
I thought it was, too, but it doesn't matter what we think. We don't get paid to do that, Dion. Sorry, that was a little sassy. Smith with the ball at the front. High post now, Dallaire. Pardon me, high post there. That's O'Neal.
It's a good basketball name. O'Neal.
Yeah. O'Neal, Smith, three-pointer, top of the key, on target, in.
2 threes for HILLDALE to start this game.
Early 8-3 lead. Coweta looking to counter. On the other end, they give low post, nice move, nice post up and in, no good. Pardon me. There's opportunity that time for Jacob Mills, but he just blew the layup. Mills had a second opportunity as well, couldn't get that to go. Goes out of bounds on Coweta. And Coweta's going to set up what looks to be a half-court trap. Now they're just going to pick up their man starting up right around the half-court line. That is Maxwell with the ball, drives left-handed on the left side. Drives baseline, tries to get a pass out to the wing, but steps on the baseline in his attempt to pass to Hunter Parson.
Yeah, it seems like that left foot found that out of bounds line and
saw the Smith
going the other way.
Saw Smith three there, and Coweta counters on the other end. Drive, Anderson gives back. Three-pointer to Anderson. Too strong, nice rebound. Pump move, but it's going to be tough sledding in there today for Jacob Mills. Transition three on the way, rolls around and down. Hunter Parson with the three, and HILLDALE's out to an early 11-3 lead. Coweta drive, left side, jumper no good. The follow up and in, counted and one. Jacob Mills comes in, gets the bucket, get the foul. Nice job of starting the offense that time from Tyler Areola. O'Neal comes and cleans it up though, and it's 11-5 with 4:57 left to go in the first period. Mills will shoot the and one, see if he can complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Up and in, the three-point play is complete for Tyler Mills, cuts the lead to 11-6. On the other end, that's Maxwell. Now Parson handles the ball, gives way to Smith. Smith sets up the offense, top of the keys, he dribbles left, gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal looks inside, and they're going to give it on a curl screen to Maxwell. Maxwell comes off that curl screen, left wing, back to O'Neal. O'Neal tried to pivot, but he did lose that pivot foot indeed.
He dragged it. He dragged it indeed. It was a good see by the referee, and it's going the other direction.
And a good finish that time by Jacob Mills on the replay. Going the other way, Areola handles the ball, gives to Brewster, and they're running a weave offense now as the offense is set up through Anderson. Back to Areola. Now Mills is going to take it top of the key. Now to Brewster. Brewster, Areola, area third, about three. Now he's going to pull up, free throw line. Shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound goes to Sean Lester. Joakim Noah lookalike. Smith going right, off balance three, no good. Long rebound, battle for it, goes to and won by Coweta. Coweta in transition, nice pass that time from Areola and a nice finish from Jacob Mills.
And that was a dime by number 15, Tyler Areola.
Coweta has weathered the early Hilldale storm, come back in it, and only down by 3, and we're going to get a travel on Smith. Smith's going to come out. In for Smith is Brayson Lawson. Name sounds familiar to me. We called the Hilldale game earlier in football.
How many fouls is that for Smith?
That was a travel.
So I don't understand why the coach is pulling him out of the game. He's the main offensive player that's been putting up points for them.
Deep three by Chandler Wheeler is no good. I'm not 100% for sure either. Maxwell gives right side, nice find. Sean Lester comes up with the 2, right place right there. Good job getting his hands up and a nice find from Maxwell. Right side, Brewster. Give three-pointer on the way from Anderson. He thought about the 3, now he's gonna keep it. Gives top of the key. Areola will attempt the 3 from the right wing, no good. Rebound goes to Hunter Parson. Parson is gonna keep it himself, bring it up. Now he gives to Lawson. Lawson drives baseline, left-handed layup on the right side, no good. Lawson's gonna get it back, left corner 3, too strong, and Lawson with 2 opportunities that time, nothing doing. Areola's gonna counter on the other way. Deep 3, corner from no good from Seth Anderson. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Hilldale Hornets. 2:38 left to go, first period. 13-8, let you know this game, the Muskogee Civic Center and the entire 2020 Bedouin Shrine Classic is brought to you by Bravado Wireless. Bravado is your local carrier in Eastern Oklahoma. To make sure you visit your partner in the wireless game, Bravado Wireless.
Looks like this Hilldale team is starting to go deep into their bench. Only 2 starters still on the floor as they're trying to get some fresh legs in the game. See if the offense still remains intact as this new lineup comes into play.
Three-pointer on the way from Parson, too strong. Coweta weathered the storm. They're still trailing by 5, though. They set up the offense. Starks, shot no good. Rebound pulled away. Van Diver, and they go the other way, does Hilldale. Maxwell with the ball, top of the key. He got caught. He was going to pass it, then decided to keep it. And he didn't do either.
Yeah, and
traveled.
It was just a slight step, but the referee was right on it.
13-8, 1:57 left to go. Fouls at 1 apiece. Jacob Mills, the big score so far for Coweta. The big number 45 on your screen is going to set the screen now for Starks. Now top of the key. Doherty gives away. It's Starks. Brewster drives left, finds a cutting man, but it's knocked away. Good active hands that time from Van Diver. Parsons gonna go the other way with it. Maxwell, corner, Lawson, back to Maxwell. Maxwell has an explosive first step. He gets off going to the left side, blows right by his man. They're gonna get a reach-in foul on Coweta. I think that foul will be credited to Tristan Doherty. Doherty's first personal. Maxwell go to the line to shoot 2. He hit a 3 earlier in the first quarter. His first free throw of the night is up and in. Maxwell takes a deep breath, dribbles once, twice, lets the ball flow off of his fingertips and into the rim. 15-8 the score after the 2 free throws from TJ Maxwell. Starks starts the offense for the Coweta Tigers. Gives away now to Doherty. Doherty, crossover move, gets inside. Kick out 3 on the way from Brewster from the corner, no good. Maxwell with the rebound. Maxwell dribbles between his legs, now crosses over. Gives it to Van Diver. Van Diver, strong right-handed move, but he's gonna travel getting it into the lane. He tried to draw the foul. Not enough contact there and took 1 too many steps.
Yeah, and Lawson was waiting right here on the wing. That's a very popular shot, that corner 3. I think he should have drove in and kicked it out and let him hit the open 3.
Starks, offense runs through him. He drives right side, takes it all the way to the rim, gets it around an outstretched arm, but doesn't get it to fall. But a nice job by Jacob Mills, and that may be Coweta's best offense right now. Take it to the rim and let Jacob Mills clean up your miss.
Second team foul at the line number 45, Mills.
Mills' first free throw up, hits the front iron, but gets the shooter's roll. Goes in. Mills has got 6 points on the night, so 6 of the 9 that Coweta has in this game so far belong to Jacob Mills. Mills' third opportunity from the line tonight is up and hits the front iron and rolls in once again. He's a perfect 3 for 3 from the line and cuts the lead to 15-10 for the Hilldale Hornets. Maxwell give right side Lawson. Lawson took a step back. It took a step back onto the green out of bounds line here at the Muskogee, Oklahoma Civic Center. This is our 8th game that we've called so far today. Seen some great, or not today, this weekend, Dion. Seen some great matchups and great hosts are the Muskogee Civic Center and the Bedouin Shrine Classic. It's going to be Mason Ford that handles, gives way to Brewster. Brewster, we're going to have some hand fighting down below and some fighting for position, and the referees are going to start early in this game saying that we're not going to have any of that pushing down below. Set the tone early. Foul was on Van Diver.
That's his second since he came into the game.
Starks had the jumper, but a nice rebound pulled down by Mason Ford. Starks sets up the offense, and he keeps dribbling backwards. Now he goes. Doesn't take the screen on the left side. Brewster, corner three, good.
And that's a nice dribble penetration and kicking it out to Brewster as he nails the three to end the quarter.
A great court awareness there from Starks to set up Brewster. Great job by Brewster to make it. And they cut the lead to 2. Coweta on a run here to end the first quarter. They still trail by 2, 15-13, as we got 8 minutes in the books here from the Bedouin Shrine Classic in Muskogee, Oklahoma. You're watching the Bedouin Shrine Classic on Bravado TV. Welcome back to a very wet Muskogee, Oklahoma. A round of storms coming through, but inside the Muskogee Civic Center, things are heating up between the Coweta Tigers and the Hilldale Hornets, 15-13 after 8 minutes. And what did you learn from the first 8 minutes from the Coweta Tigers there, Mr. Dion Amade?
Well, one of the things that you learn is they can operate their offense and be efficient, but they didn't do it consistently in that first quarter. Look for that to continue. I mean, they finished off the quarter very well, but hopefully it continues here in the first.
And on the flip side?
On the other side for Hilldale, I mean, they were shooting the ball lights out when that quarter begun. Hopefully they can continue on that trend. They quiet down a little bit, but they are finding a way to get to the hole and get to the basket and, you know, collect some fouls.
Forward with the ball, and now that's Anderson. Anderson to Doty. Doty drives right side. Running this 4-man motion. Give it to the post to Wheeler. Wheeler is spelling right now Jacob Mills. Three-pointer on the way is short, and looked like a forced shot there from Coweta. Maxwell, Smith back in the game. Maxwell with the crossover. It ends up being a pass to Smith. Gives top O'Neal. O'Neal drive left-handed. Gets the right-handed finish, though. Drives to the left hand, gets the right-handed finish, friendly roll, and gets it to drop.
O'Neal playing physical, more physical than his appearance. more of a slender-built individual there on the low post, but he's getting in there and banging with the big guys.
Turnover that time from Coweta gives the ball back to the HILLDALE Hornets, and most of the starters are back in for HILLDALE. In fact, all of them are. The starters back in for HILLDALE after finishing and kind of subbing early. You thought, Dion, they're back in to see if they can start the second quarter like they did the first. Maxwell, top of the key, good.
The way he just elevates and hangs in the air and is able to allow the defender to come down, get a clear look at the basket, and just knocks it in. Great basket by Maxwell.
Off the curl is dirty, and he gives it up to Wheeler. Wheeler bangs in the post and knocks it down. 19 to 15 the score, 6:16 left. Maxwell with the take, and he got that first step right around his defender. That time it was Mason Ford, and Maxwell's dangerous if he gets by it.
Yeah, he's got that first quick step. He saw the he saw the lane. He decides to attack it, and if he doesn't get the points, he gets the free throws, and that's exactly where he is right now.
First one up and in from TJ Maxwell. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. He's the only Hornet to attempt free throws so far tonight. Maxwell second up and good. He's 100% from the line, and so are the HILLDALE Hornets. 6:12 left to go, 15-21. HILLDALE trying to expand their lead. Coweta with the drive, and this is HILLDALE starters versus some subs for Coweta. This is a dangerous situation as Ty O'Neal comes out with the steal.
That one might have been out of bounds, but I don't think the refs caught it.
Yeah, Ford almost came out with the steal going back for Coweta, and it looks like Coweta's head coach Brandon Maddox has seen enough. Going to the scores table is Jacob Mills. Smith gives to Parson. Parson back to Maxwell. Maxwell top of the key, gets a screen from O'Neal. Hesitation move, left side, and gonna get a foul. Trying to slow down TJ Maxwell was the defender, and he just stuck his hands in there. You gotta play defense with your feet, not your hands. Mason Ford out along with Tristan Doherty. Back in is Jacob Mills and Hayden Brewster. It's back to bigs on bigs and power on power here. Both of the starters back in for both of these teams. Smith with the ball top of the key, giving it to Maxwell. Let Maxwell go to work as he now will pass to O'Neal. Right wing, give now into the corner is Parson. Parson pulls up right elbow and nails it. Hand in his face, Parson doesn't care, nails the two, extends the lead.
And let's be honest, that wasn't a good shot by Parsons. It was a contested shot, but he knocks it down, so good for him, but he's got to be able to play within the offense.
Brewster to the right, they're going to call that a 2. He did a good job getting separation. Just a half a step inside that three-point line. That one's worth one more point. They fake the give to Smith. Spin move from O'Neal. Left side swatted away. Great job that time by Wheeler. Coweta's playing with two bigs and Wheeler and Mills. You see the high-low action between the two there. Wheeler puts it in. Coweta going big, and it pays off that time. 23-19 the score. HILLDALE looking to counter. O'Neal gives to Parson. Parson looking for Maxwell, but a good job of playing defense that time by Tyler Areola. O'Neal drives in, now is going to give to Doherty. No, pardon me, that's not Doherty. As a three-pointer's on the way and good from Maxwell. The feed was from Lester to get Maxwell open. That's a man you don't want to see coming full speed at you is Jacob Mills, and he did a really athletic play there not to make contact with anybody. He didn't go in, but an athletic play not to get the foul either.
It really was. Just couldn't capitalize on it.
Brayson Lawson will come in for Evan Smith. No, they're going to keep Evan Smith in and take TJ Maxwell out. With Maxwell out, that's a playmaker that's going to the bench. See if Coweta can capitalize here and cut into this 7-point lead. 4:08 left to go, second quarter. Smith gives to Lawson. Lawson, top of the key now, Parson. Parson between the leg dribble, lost the ball, gets it back. Hesitation move right side. Lawson gives to Lester. Pump fake from Smith. Now three-pointer on the way and good. Great ball movement that time from HILLDALE. HILLDALE's fired up, and that's going to cause Brandon Maddox from Coweta to call a timeout. How is HILLDALE been successful in keeping and expanding this lead here in the second quarter, Dio.
Those shots are falling, Seth. Those shots are falling. I mean, even Maxwell over here trying to set up the offense. Nothing was working. Shot clock was going down, and he just looks and says, I'm just going to throw this one up. Even hits that three. So things are going well for Hilldale right now, and the momentum is on their side. On the other side for Coweta, they got to figure something out offensively. They've continuously gone down to the low post and been physical down there, but they execute great moves. They get the ball down there what they want, but they haven't been able to get the points from it. They got to do better offensively. On the offense, it's not much you can do when Hilldale is shooting the way they are.
Do you like the high-low option that Coweta is going with Wheeler and Mills?
It's shown promise, but they got to get some points out of it.
Right there, the points do come with Wheeler, the easy two. Mills had his man boxed out. 29-21, Smith with the ball, sets it up left wing. Give now right side to Lawson. Lawson give to Parson. Parson fading away. Free throw line extended, nailed it.
That was a beautiful, beautiful shot by Parsons, showing that he had the guy on his hip, be able to create separation, fade away, and knocks down the mid-range jumper.
On the other end, Coweta needs to answer. Areola, hesitation move, left-handed layup. It was open, didn't make it, but that doesn't matter because Wheeler's there to clean up the miss. Wheeler, 8 second quarter points. 23-31, 2:56 left to go. Evan Smith dribbles right side, right wing extended. He's gonna give now to Lawson. Lawson thought about giving it to O'Neal, or did give it to O'Neal. Now Parson comes off an O'Neal screen. Three-pointer, left wing, good.
Parsons is finding the stroke, baby. He's heating up.
Makes one more amount to call that man on fire. 34-23, 2:35 left to go, second quarter. Areola runs the offense with team in white. Down low, Wheeler. He's got a lot of second chance points already today. He gets another opportunity here. Can't get it to finish, but he will go to the back.
We need to see a replay of that one because that looked like it was all ball on both block attempts. We need to see a replay on that one immediately.
There is a game going on, Dion. We might want to see what happens with the free throw
We'll
first.
tell you if he makes the free throws or not.
I don't think that's how broadcasting works.
That's what we do.
34-23 the score. Coweta trailing in Wheeler's first free throw up and in.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
There you go. You can see it right now.
Slow-mo. I need a slow-mo. You saw the little...
It looks... I'm not gonna judge the stripes. It's their job. 2:25 left to go. Scored at 10. Wheeler, opportunity to cut it to 9. Can't make the second one. Setting up the offense is Lawson. Gives way to Maxwell. Maxwell got a quick breather. He's back out on the court. In for the first time this game is Ryan Nail. You see at the top of your key. He's going to set a screen. Now he goes back down to the low block. Neal and Lester down low. The bigs for Hilldale. See Nail get the ball there. Swings it to Parson. Parson's heating up. Now I don't watch that man. He's got the matchup that he wants. Nail. It's not the shot that you want. I think that might have been partially blocked as well. Coweta gets the ball into the front court. Nail tries to slow down Wheeler, but you can't foul him there.
And Nail turns a bad possession on offense and then turns into a bad possession on defense as well with the foul.
The two big men are who's leading Coweta. It was 7 points from Mills early in the first quarter, and now it's been 9 points, from Wheeler that has kept Coweta in this game. 34-24 the score. That's a turnover there to charge to Brewster. He lost the ball as he was driving to the rack, and Hilldale's going to go the other way. Maxwell into the front court. Left side, hesitation move, wing, fading away towards the baseline, no good, and it's going to be a late whistle. They're going to say they got Maxwell with the body. The call was late, but I think it was indeed correct. Seth Anderson picks up his first personal foul. 16 foul on the Coweta Tigers. Maxwell goes to the line where he's shooting a perfect 4 for 4. Don't worry, we'll jinx you there, young man. First one up, no good. Coming into the game is Garrett Van Diver. He replaces Sean Lester on the Hilldale side.
Starting to see why Parsons is shooting the way he is. Really liking the Kyries that he's rocking on his feet there, the all black. Not really feeling the white socks, but the all black Kyries, I'm feeling that.
Areola blows by his man. Nothing doing there. They give it to Wheeler in the low post. Kick out Brewster. Three-pointer, no good. Nice offensive rebound, though, by Mills. Keeps the possession alive. Three-pointer that time. Good. Seth Anderson with his first points of the game. Cuts the lead 27-35. 8-point advantage for the Hilldale Hornets. Nail banging in down low. They can't get it to him. Lawson handles. Parson. Spin move. Gives it out to Maxwell. Maxwell's going to set it up as he gets his heels near the half-court stripe. 39 seconds to go. And just got too close that time to Seth Anderson. He used his hands as Maxwell drove by him, and you can't. Maxwell's going to blow by you. He has an explosive first step. That wasn't a smart move by Seth Anderson.
Yeah, to get up close and crouch him is not the defensive advice I would give to the opponent guarding number 0.
Maxwell's first shot up, no good. He can't earn the second on the bonus, so it doesn't end up hurting Coweta this time. 35-27, 30 seconds left. We'll have to see if the Tigers do elect to hold for the last shot. They're going to go ahead and run a play. Areola crossover move, doesn't take the screen. Brewster probes inside, nice pass. A nice strong move by Jacob Mills. One hard dribble and going up. He's fouled on the way, and can't really ask for much better if you're Coweta.
Yeah, I thought Mills was going to go up there and try and dunk over everybody with the move that he made in the middle and the way he was going with the physical presence.
He ties his orange shoes. He goes with the trim of the Coweta jerseys there.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know why. A little too matchy-matchy for my liking.
That's shoe expert Dion Amade. He also played college football somewhere. I don't know. I forgot. Oklahoma State, I think.
How dare you?
I'm Seth Campbell bringing you the action here, and that's just a bad mistake all the way around. Hilldale with the turnover. Garrett Van Diver playing soccer there. Gets it kicked off of his shoe as Hilldale is trying to inbound it. Therefore, Coweta will get the ball back underneath their goal and have an opportunity here. I mean, they scored off of the Mills free throws. And then they're going to get another opportunity. If they can get a bucket here, Dion, they can cut this lead to 4. They were trailing as much as 10 in this half, in this quarter.
Looks like some of the fans in this corner over here might be getting in a little trouble. And it looks like they are being escorted out. And the refs are kicking them out of the game.
Okay. That's a group of about 6 individuals leaving from behind the Hilldale bench. Areola gives high post Wheeler. Just a step beyond the free throw line. Wheeler comes through. Huge bucket there from Wheeler. 35-31, 7 seconds left. Maxwell needs to go. He's holding the ball up top. He needs to go. 3, 2. He's not aware of the clock. He has no idea. He didn't get the shot off.
And that's the bench's fault right here. They have to communicate to their team. They got to be involved in this game, and they have to be counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's on the bench.
You got to help your man out. And when you're playing in not your home gym, and really not even a normal high school gym in a bigger arena like the Muskogee Civic Center, the shot clock, and not even the shot clock, the game clock and scoreboard are in a different position than when they normally are. They're farther away, and you have to make it a point to look. Maxwell didn't, and it cost his team an opportunity to score there. Meanwhile, Maxwell hasn't done much wrong as the Hilldale Hornets and Coweta Tigers go to halftime, score 35-31 in favor of the Hornets, and we're going to have a good second half for you. So stay tuned here on Bravado Wireless. We are broadcasting live from the 2020 Bedouin Shrine Classic. 10 minutes to go here in halftime, and we're going to have a good finish. So stay with us. Last 16 coming up here on Bravado TV.
Hi, we're Bravado Wireless. You may have seen us at your local events and wondered just exactly what we do. We provide the highest quality cell phone service, specializing in outstanding coverage, both locally and nationwide. We're headquartered right here in Oklahoma. with multiple store locations in eastern Oklahoma. We provide the most affordable, unlimited talk, text, and data plans available. For a limited time, our unlimited plan is only $40 a month, and you can receive a free LG K30. Make sure you stop in now and enjoy our other amazing summer deals before they end. Visit Bravado Wireless store locations for all other details, or go to bravadowireless.com for more information. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
I'm Keith Olmstead, Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up, my father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started, so I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games, that's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospitals. But we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a Shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the Shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, you know, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids have gone through. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, you know, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.
back to the Muskogee Civic Center here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, as we get ready. 16 minutes left to play here, Dion, and the Hilldale Hornets are leading the Coweta Tigers. What do you want to see from both of these teams? We'll start with Hilldale here in these last 16 minutes.
You know what, Hilldale, I want them to stay consistent and continue to shoot the ball the way they've been shooting in the first half. On the other side for Coweta, I think they just need to be more efficient and execute better. Their game is blow post. Get the ball down to your big men and execute. And when you kick it out to three, make those things.
Yeah, Wheeler and Mills are their two big men that are banging in the post. As you can see, Mills trying to get it inside to Wheeler. Not happening that time. Anderson does find Mills. The ball gets back to Anderson. Now they find Wheeler. Triple teamed in the low post, doesn't matter. Wheeler goes in for two. Hilldale's looking to counter, going the other way. Maxwell, crossover gives to Parson. Parson pulls up, free throw line extended, no good. Areola right side, cuts back left. Wheeler's feeling it, three-point range, no. O'Neal pulls down the rebound and going the other way is the Hornets.
And Hilldale can't fall in love with that jumper. They're gonna have to go down low and try and execute.
O'Neal lost his footing, he's able to get the ball back, and Hilldale's coach didn't like where that was going as we take another look at the replay.
Look at that. Lester coming in strong with the finish inside, and so is Coweta.
13 points, 11 of them in the first half for Chandler Wheeler. Jacob Mills has 8, and that's accounting for over half of Coweta's points so far in this game. And that's going to be their offense, and that's going to be their bread and butter in this second half, is to bang it down low, get it into the post, and see just maybe, on those kickouts, if Hilldale starts collapsing all around, kick it out and see if you can't make some outside shots.
Yeah, they certainly, have the ability to. Brewster's been able to knock down some threes throughout the game.
And Brewster has 8 points, 2 threes, and then been helped out at the three-point line by Seth Anderson. Hilldale setting up the offense. Maxwell gets it top of the key. Pump fake, step back. Thought about shooting it, now won't. Gives way to Parson. Parson, deep three. No good. It's probably 30-ish feet away from the basket. Pulled up, no good. Brewster, left side, he's going to try a deep three. That one goes, though. Talking about Brewster's range. He shows it off there. And Coweta with the 1-point lead. No, trailing by 1, pardon me. Smith thought about the three, pump fakes, now is going to shoot. Didn't have his feet underneath him, and Coweta has an opportunity on this possession to take the lead. Brewster, left side, three-pointer on the way, up. No good that time. Seth Anderson couldn't get it to fall. Hilldale counters. Parson brings it into the front court, crossover, running away from the basket. That was an ill-advised shot that time from Parson. Coweta's led down the court by Anderson. Areola looking down low, trying to find Wheeler. They have an open man, Mills. There they go. They find him, and it's going to be Lester coming over late, trying to help, that fouls Mills.
Yeah, Parsons, number 11 for Hilldale, needs to run the offense. It's 3 shot attempts by him on a consecutive possessions, and he hasn't been able to knock down anything. He needs to get back into the groove of the offense and try to run through some of his teammates.
Brewster, corner three, is he feeling it? Yes, sir!
And that is the first lead for Coweta in this ball game.
Maxwell, blow by, left-handed or right-handed on the left side, gets it to fall, and he evens this game. Good answer that time from TJ Maxwell.
A high percentage shot for Maxwell. He goes in when his team needs a bucket.
Areola looks right, trying to give to Brewster. Nothing doing. They give to Anderson this time. Brewster has the hot hand. He gives over to Areola in the corner. Brewster fills that corner now. High-low action. Kick out Brewster. Pump fake three on the way. He's feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden Brewster, 9 points, third quarter. He's giving Coweta a 3-point lead.
Yeah, Coweta, that was a heat check, ladies and gentlemen, and he hit it.
He's on fire. Hayden Brewster starting out this quarter hot. Hilldale has to counter. In the lane, runner no good from O'Neal, and Coweta has another opportunity to expand this lead this time. Areola, coast to coast, swatted out of there by O'Neal. Areola drove in there amongst the trees and found out the trees they're not very forgiving.
They
So take
really
another
are.
look at that Brewster 3, and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. Get it inside, let Hilldale collapse, and give it to Brewster. Wheeler, hesitation move, nothing doing that time. O'Neal comes down with it. It's not a bad possession though if you're Coweta. You'll live with that all day long. Maxwell takes it inside. Shot no good. He punches it away from Mills, but Areola gets it back. You don't want Maxwell picking up cheap fouls 75 feet away from the basket, Dion.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate there. He tries to show effort and dive for the loose ball, but he comes up and lands is on the player and commits the foul.
Areola gives to Anderson. Anderson back to Areola. Areola three-pointer on the way. No good that time. Pulled down by Van Diver. Parsons gets it now in the front court. Cuts right side. Floating towards the right. Parsons floater good.
And it should have been a three-point play right there, pushing in the lane, but Parsons makes it go in anyways.
Hunter Parson with his first two of the second half, and 42-41 the score. Shot no good. Brewster hasn't gotten a shot since he hit his last three opportunities.
And that's got to be an awareness by your teammates. You got to know who the hot man is, and they got to get him the ball.
He's 3 for 3. Brewster is in the second half. Smith, meanwhile, takes a deep three, and he's been short on his last few attempts. We got a foul underneath. And that is going to go against Garrett Van Diver. That's his fourth personal foul. He stays in the game right now. Areola is content to walk the ball up the court as he dribbles it in his left hand, crossing the timeline. Backdoor cut, nothing doing from Anderson. Areola picks up his dribble, left wing. Now they give it back to Anderson, back to Areola. Brewster touches it finally, right wing. Gives it down low to Wheeler, back to Brewster, corner. He stepped on out of bounds.
And that's the first time Brewster's touched the ball in 3 possessions, so.
Coweta had an opportunity there to expand their lead and really put their foot on Hilldale's throat. Instead, Hilldale's right in this thing, only down by 1 because the hot hand and Brewster didn't touch the ball. Top of the key, Maxwell drives in there, and he's going to get bailed out with the foul. Looked like he kind of got up in the air there, didn't know what he was going to quite do with it. Gets bailed out with the foul, though, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul at the line, Maxwell.
Point number 14 for TJ Maxwell, a 15 upcoming if he can make the free throw. 2:37 left to go, and we got a tie ball game. Front iron, no good for Maxwell. He's got 14 and tied all at 42. Areola's going to set up the defense, or the offense, pardon me, for the Tigers. Comes off a screen from Mills, looks right side, gives it to Brewster. Brewster pump fakes, drives, gives it Areola, three-pointer in the corner, and it is no good. Rolls around, rebound goes to O'Neal. Hilldale going the other way. TJ Maxwell leading the offense, dribbles it up the left side, pulls up, gives now to Lawson. Lawson in the middle. Had the ball stripped from him, he kept it, but took a few too many steps that time. We remain at 42. Areola's going to come out, and replacing him is going to be Starks. Starks sets up the offense, pats his head to call the play. Comes off of a right screen, elbow, right side, nailed it.
Maxwell goes underneath the screen, and because of that, number 23 for Coweta, Starks makes him pay.
TJ Maxwell with the ball. Hilldale trailing by 2. 44-42, minute 39 left to go. Nice steal that time. Jacob Mills gets in the passing lane. Gonna go coast to coast with the spin move. Loses the ball though. Ball in the air. It's pulled down by Hilldale. And that's where you don't want to get hit there. Brayson Lawson gets hit below the belt. It wasn't intentional that time from Seth Anderson. They were just both going for the ball. And take another look here on the Bravado Wireless replay. Mills did a good job getting in the passing lane, but probably don't want him running the break.
Yeah, Lawson has had 2 bad offensive possessions, and luckily enough for him, he's okay. But he needs to calm down and run the offense.
O'Neal drives left side. Nice find that time. Pump fake blocked by Mills.
And Lester can't put that ball on the ground. He has to go straight up with it. He was wide open.
Brewster, corner. Is he still hot? Bang! Yes, sir! Make that 12 points for Brewster from behind the line this quarter. Nice job that time from O'Neal to find Lester in the low post. Lester gets it to go, and Hilldale trails by 3.
Now Hilldale's big men are trying to work that low post game. Doing a good job as O'Neal finding Lester and giving them some easy baskets.
Coweta is content to let this clock run all the way down, and they have the lead right now, winning by 3, 47-44, 38 seconds left to go on the clock. Starks with the ball right now, guarded by Maxwell. He gives it away. Right side, Doherty. Maxwell's going to tire himself out trying to play defense all by himself. He goes against Starks. Coweta runs the offense now. Brewster fakes right. Gets the ball punched away, but it goes right to Starks. Find middle. High-low game. Nice. Wheeler goes up and in. Had pressure coming from behind, but it doesn't matter for Chandler Wheeler. 3 seconds left. Pushing it up the court is Parsons. His 3 on the way. No good. And you couldn't ask for a better third quarter if you're the Coweta Tigers.
Yeah, they did a great job, and it's all because of Brewster coming up big with the 3. Look at right here, Starks knocks down the mid-range jumper, and look again, Brewster with the hot hand knocks down the corner 3. Hilldale doing some good things on their own. Lester going up with the big easy basket. And again, the low post game for this Coweta bunch working to excellency.
Hayden Brewster, 6 threes on the night. He's got 20 points total, and he's a big reason why the Coweta Tigers are leading 49-44 as we head to the 4th quarter here from the Muskogee Civic Center. Stick with us here on the Bravado TV. We got a good one coming up for you.
Called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.
Welcome back here to the Muskogee Civic Center. 8 minutes to go. Decide a close one. 49-44. Coweta trailed most of the game. They took the lead in the 3rd quarter. Hilldale needs to answer. Starks in the game. He feeds low post Wheeler. Wheeler nothing doing that time. And part of that was Doherty. Wheeler gets his own rebound, gives it to Doherty, and Doherty can't do anything with it. O'Neal brings it down, and going the other way is Maxwell. TJ Maxwell sets up the offense, rolls left side, kick, corner, 3. Lawson, good.
Lawson finally gets a bucket and helps this team get within 2.
Brayson Lawson hits from bonus land, and the Hilldale Hornets trail by 2.
Lawson's got to know he can't go underneath that screen on Brewster. He's hot right now, and he can take those mid-range jumpers as well as that 3.
Starks fading to his right, misses everything. Maxwell comes out of there with it with the ball for the Hornets. Maxwell top of the key, O'Neal. And we got a Hilldale Hornet that is slow to get to the other end, so we're going to get a stoppage in play. Hilldale have to take the ball out on the sideline. That's the right call there. Let's take a look now at the three-pointer from Lawson. Lawson had been quiet all game. In fact, that was his first points of the game. They couldn't come at a more crucial time for the Hilldale Hornets. .49-47 to go. Low post pass, tipped away, and now it'll be handled by Hunter Parson. Drive, low post, O'Neal gets his back after his own miss, goes up with it, and draws the foul. Great strong post move that time from Ty O'Neal.
Yeah, he's playing physical down there and banging with the big guys.
Coweta has the size advantage down below, and right now they do not have Jacob Mills in. They're going to give him a blow right before the last part of this game.
O'Neal also with the shoe change. After that last possession when he had the ball in his hand, he kind of slipped. Saw one of the managers go in the locker room and bring out some new sneakers, and looks like these shoes are helping him be more physical down low in the paint.
Should have changed shoes a while ago. If I would have known that shoes was what made the difference, I would have changed shoes and been a better player too.
I don't think they would have helped you.
I wouldn't have been behind the mic. Okay. O'Neal makes both of them, and you're not telling me it's not in the power of the shoes. I watched like Mike.
I don't think you're Mike.
Okay, 49 all. We got a good one, 6:37 left to go. Nobody's Mike out there on the court right now, but a lot of guys are trying to play like it. Brewster, corner three. Hits again from bonus land. Hayden Brewster make that 7
Lawson
tonight.
comes over and helps in the low post and leaves Brewster all by himself.
That man is feeling it. Lawson drives in amongst the trees, draws the foul, lands right on top of Starks. Brayson Lawson was not a starter in this game, but he has played starter minutes alongside most of the starters. And maybe, just maybe, it's starting to pay off for the Hilldale Hornets. His first shot up and in, but as you said, he can't help. He can't help off of Brewster, a man that has now made 7 3-pointers in this game, got 21 points just from behind the stripe. Second one up and in as well for Brewster, and pardon me, for Lawson. 6:13 left to go, and the Hilldale Hornets are trailing by 1. Areola back in the game. He handles the ball for the Hilldale Hornets.
And you can see TJ is locked in right now.
Brewster, 3, no sir.
He does a good job and tells his teammates at the free throw line that he's going to guard number 5. You can see him right there. He guards him, misses the 3.
And that's Lawson there. Brayson Lawson just forced that one. He needs to set up, as you said earlier in this quarter, I think it was earlier in the third quarter, set up the offense, let it run, and he is not doing that, and he is going to go find himself a spot on the bench. Evan Smith coming in for him, and head coach Brandon Maddox is going to call a timeout for the Coweta Tigers. All right, Dion. 5:53 left to go, trailing by 1. If you're the Hilldale Hornets, what's your offensive game plan from here on out?
You know what? I think you give the ball to TJ Maxwell and let him dribble and penetrate. You have number 10 come back in the game. You have Zach Smith, I believe is the young man's name, Evan Smith, excuse me. And you have him on the outside. He made a couple of threes earlier. Hopefully he's not gone cold over there on the bench. You keep Parson as well. If Maxwell comes inside and can't dribble penetrate, he kicks it out to Parsons. Parsons is able to get inside and be physical or hit that mid-range jumper that he likes to hit. Also two big guys, Lester and O'Neal. Those two, they're an option as well. Give the ball to them down low. First O'Neal, because he's the excellent passer down there, and let him work, and if Lester's open, get him the ball.
How do you get Brewster the ball open at the three-point line if you're Coweta?
He got to move without the football, excuse me. He's got to move without the ball. He's got to. Now he's drawn the attention of the best defender of Hilldale, and he's going to be on him like white on rice.
I like brown rice more. 5:40 left to go, 52-51. TJ Maxwell all in the grill, as you said, of Brewster. That's going to be an opportunity for it. That's a double dribble. Areola dribbled once, thought about passing, dribbled again. He did. Good call that time by the referee, but this is also an opportunity if the best player of the defense, TJ Maxwell, is going to play on Brewster, somebody else can step up for the Coweta Tigers. Drive right side, Maxwell gives three-point line extended to O'Neal. They're going to set back the offense up through Evan Smith. 52-51, plenty of time, 5:15 to go. Smith pushes O'Neal back towards the baseline. Give us to TJ Maxwell now. Maxwell top of the key, waits for a screen from O'Neal. Now waves it away. O'Neal goes to the right side. The give is to O'Neal on the right side. Maxwell moving. Not a lot of movement without the ball right now, Dion, for the Hilldale Hornets. Maxwell comes off a screen. Give to O'Neal. Three-pointer on the way. Up, no good. Short rebound. O'Neal comes away with it. Now the ball's on the ground. Scramble for it. We got a jump ball. Hey, we got a shoving match going on underneath here.
Both of these two players taking shots at one another. The ref does a good job of letting the kids talk it out after the play ensues, because he saw the first strike and he saw the second one.
A lot of the people behind us saw the second strike, which was a good strike, but at the same time, there was another strike before that, and I don't know if you could see it here on the replay as we take another look. Watch the extra action happening after what's going on. The ball gets ripped loose. There's a holding on. There's a push right there. There's the elbow, and there's the second.
There's the second.
You don't need to retaliate if you're O'Neal, but also Jacob Mills gave him a nice little elbow to the chest as well.
But it was a good call by the refs, because one did over here and one did over here, so he does a good job.
We're going to have a fan, as you see on your screen right now, that's going to exit the stadium.
And he's going to be asked to leave.
He's been told to leave, and now we got people from both sides leaving. If you give the foul, you got to give a double foul there, because as you said, you saw both of them, so you can either give a double foul or you can let these kids, as you said, talk it out, not give either one of them the foul, but tell them that, hey, this is not acceptable. If I see that again, that is going to be a technical.
Exactly.
I think it was a fantastic job of handling it there by our officials. 4:39 left to go. 52-51 Hilldale. Three-pointer on the way from Maxwell. It's good! Bonus land hit that time from Maxwell.
And that one was right in the face of the Coweta defender. He showed no fear and struck gold.
54-52, 4:23 left to go. Areola with the ball. Give now top of the key, Wheeler. That's not where Wheeler needs to be. Give low post spin move. No good that time from Mills, and the rebound comes to Maxwell. Hilldale an opportunity to extend their lead. Maxwell, top of the key, thought about shooting it, pulls it up now, gives it to Smith. Smith right side, that's Lawson. Lawson back in the game after the timeout. He pulls up from three range, rattles around, no good.
And that wasn't the shot that you wanted, and that wasn't the player that you wanted taking that shot.
From the corner, Seth Anderson, no good. Ball's in the air, fight for it. Who comes down with it but Hayden Brewster? Areola will set up the offense again, 3:40 left to go. Goes left side, now gives it to Wheeler, top of the key. High-low feed, Mills, no good that time. Rebound comes away, good job that time by Lawson.
You can feel the game getting closer and tighter. You can feel the tension between the players. They know that every possession counts right now.
Lawson, quick first step, left side, finds Lawson, or pardon, that was Maxwell, finds Lawson, and a huge three that time from Lawson.
A big-time shot and a big-time assist. Penetrating kick out, just what we talked about. TJ Maxwell getting inside and finding the open guy on the outside.
This is also what we talked about for Coweta. Get it down low, that high-low action with Wheeler and Mills. Mills this time giving it to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to the line, but what a great find that time by Maxwell.
Good job by Lawson, able to knock that thing down.
Wheeler yet to score in the fourth quarter. Wheeler and Mills have yet to score in the fourth quarter, and they've been kind of silent this entire second half. First shot up, no good.
You can always tell when the game is getting close and the game and time, it's winning time when people start missing free throws.
Wheeler's second shot coming in the first half. The combination of Wheeler and Mills had 21 points, Dion. Second half with that free throw there, the combination has 5. Great job by Hilldale to shut down those two. Maxwell, drive, finds an open man, up and in goes.
And that's
Lester.
Beautiful. That's beautiful right there. Great penetration and finding the open man in the low post, and Lester knocking it down.
Hilldale can feel this game coming into their grasp. Steal on the other side, Grayson Lawson. He's going to go finish at the rim. Hard foul.
And that was a good job. Parson picks the pocket of the Coweta player and then runs in transition. Good job keeping your head up by Parson, and now feeding him the basket. And he goes up strong and gets the foul.
Grayson Lawson had not had any points coming into the fourth quarter. Since he's got 8 with an opportunity to make it 10. First shot up and in. That makes it a 7-point lead, and this is do or die time right now if you're Coweta.
And it looks like there's going to be some substitutions.
Areola's going to the bench. Starks coming in, as well as it looks like Mason Ford coming in.
And I'm trying to figure out what the Coweta coaching staff is trying to do here. They're putting more ball handlers on the floor.
They took out, no they didn't. The Wheeler and Mills are still in the game. That is a body check that time from Lawson on Starks.
And Lawson has to move his feet. That's a cheap foul right there.
Ball be inbounded right in front of the Coweta the bench. Starks is the trigger man. He finds Mills in the back court. They're going to give it back to Starks. 2:30 left to go. Coweta with the lead in the fourth quarter, now trails by 8. Starks probing, pulls up, free throw line, good.
And he's been hitting that mid-range jumper all night. Looks like they're setting up for the trap defensively.
Let's see if they can't get a cheap turnover on Hilldale. Lawson and Maxwell are playing catch alongside, and they break the press with a pass to low post Lawson, or pardon me, to Lester. Shot that time, Parson no good on the other end. Coweta looking to counter. They pull it out smartly. Starks, three-pointer on the way. No good that time. Rebound pulled down by Lester. Maxwell gets it. 1:50 to go, 61-55. Hilldale doesn't need to rush here. Lawson gonna take the three. That's an ill-advised shot. He gets his own rebound back though. There's some scrambling going on down below, and the ball will stay with Hilldale. 1:39 left to go. You have no shot clock. Do not force up a shot here if you're Hilldale.
And it looks like O'Neal and Lester, or excuse me, 45. Mills getting into it again over there. Watch that little battle down low.
Maxwell gives it in. Lawson at the timeline. They got to get up on him. 1:36 left to go. Brewster pressuring Lawson, and he's going to get an armbar foul there. Coweta is one foul away from getting into the bonus. Fouls are 6-5. It's been a relatively clean second half, except for the one instance that caused one fan to have to leave the arena. Pass, that's a mistake from Lawson, but Maxwell with his athleticism is able to chase down the ball. They're going to double Maxwell in the backcourt. He gives to Lawson, breaks the press. Lawson in the corner to Parson. Parson going to wisely pull it out. O'Neal beyond the wing, the three-point line. Lawson with the ball now gets just stripped, but it hands right in the face of O'Neal. It's going to be a hard foul for Mills there. Brayson Lawson and really TJ Maxwell and Mills are getting after each other, mouthing to each other. And that was a hard foul from Mills right in the face of the player.
And this time Mills waves at the bench of the Hilldale fans, and they don't like it too much.
Mills is staring off in the stands more than he's paying attention to what's going on in the court right now. Ty O'Neal had an opportunity, but he misses the ball, and that's huge if you're Coweta. Hilldale doing a fantastic job of staying away from even getting fouled. Coweta's got to decide sometime to foul, right? It's only a 6-point game. They can miss the free throw. Got to foul somebody. I mean, they've wasted 30 seconds right now. And they're trying to get it and foul Sean Lester.
I didn't realize how good of a crowd we had until this applause started to take place. It's quite a number of people in this gym right now.
They wanted to foul Lester. Let's see if it pays off. He has yet to shoot a free throw tonight. But I don't know if it's worth it, the time that ran off of the clock, Dion.
I mean, the way Brewster's shooting the ball tonight, though, you can't count Coweta out right now.
Pays off that time. Lester misses it. Brewster brings it out. Pump fakes. Looks left. Starks. Need to get something going. Mills towards the basket. Spin move. Gives to Wheeler. Wheeler up. Blocked from behind by O'Neal. O'Neal takes it away. Somebody's got to foul. Don't want to foul TJ Maxwell, but they will. Mills fouls in. Mills went hard to the basket. We're going to get a technical foul. take a look at the replay. What happened?
Well, TJ Maxwell gets swiped in his face, and he looks back and turns and makes a facial expression at Mills, and because of that, he gets the T. And I think it's more of a situation where they have to call the T because things are starting to get out of hand here.
TJ Maxwell is shooting a 1-and-1 right now. His first one is up and no good, so he will be done shooting from the line. Now we're going to go to the other end. The technical foul was against Hilldale, and that's just a mental mistake there that you can't have. Brewster is going to go to the line to shoot 2. First one rattles around and misses. Second one misses as well. That's brutal. You had an opportunity to cut that lead to 4, get the ball back, and maybe get this into single digits. Instead, you're going to have to hit a 3 if you want to get it into a one-possession game.
Yeah, you certainly are. And I imagine they're still going to try and go and foul. I believe it's going to be Coweta's ball because they did foul TJ Maxwell, and then the technical happened after the play. So it should be Coweta's ball when we resume play.
I believe the officials did point in the way of Coweta, so Coweta will have possession of the ball, down 6, 18 seconds left to go. All right, if you're the Tigers, what do you draw up here? Who are you trying to get open?
Oh, you know what it is. You got to find number 5 and get Brewster the ball and allow him to shoot a 3 ball because just 18 seconds left and you're still down by 6.
Is this an opportunity where you can get everybody looking at Brewster if you're Hilldale and find another open guy? Will you take that shot, an open 3 from somebody else?
Well, right now, the only person that I've seen on the floor that's knocked down a 3 is number 22, Seth Anderson. So maybe he's another option.
Starks drives all the way to the hoop, finds Brewster in the corner. Brewster's going to have to pull up, and he's blocked from behind. Lester gets it. Maxwell's going to take it now, and Coweta is not going to foul. Lester thought about it, and they're not going to. He thought about putting it in. They're not going to do it. They're going to let time expire in Hilldale. Pulls out a hard-fought victory, 61-55. This game had everything, the back-and-forth nature. It was chippy, Dion, and it was a great game.
Everything you like to see out of a high school game. They were chippiness. The fans got into it. The players got into it a little bit. There was lead exchanges. But at the end of the day, I believe the best team on the floor won here tonight.
Coweta had a huge run in the third quarter. They were down coming into the second half, and man, Hayden Brewster shot the lights out of it in the third quarter, hitting 4 threes, a part of his 7 3-pointer night. But it just wasn't enough if you're the Coweta Tigers. The Hilldale Hornets will move on in the tournament. They'll move on and play Fort Gibson tomorrow. 9 p.m. That's the nightcap of the large boys bracket, and that'll be a fantastic game. Fun game to watch tomorrow, Dion.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting to see if this team can stay efficient and effective like they did tonight. And Fort Gibson, those guys can shoot the lights out of the ball too, and one guy in particular, and we all know who I'm talking about. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to stay hot the way he did earlier today.
Well, that'll do it from our 4-game day here at the Muskogee Civic Center. I will not be with you tomorrow, Dion, so I'm going to sign off and say thank you so much for having me. It was a blast to call these 8 games, and Muskogee, you treated us well. Our final here, 61-55. Hilldale takes the last game. It's going to be Championship Saturday here from the 40th Annual Bedouin Shrine Classic on Bravado TV, so make sure to tune in. We're going to have the championship games from the small boys, small girls, and the large boys and the large girls, so make sure to tune in for all of those games. Well, from Dion Amade and our entire Bravado Wireless crew, I'm Seth Gamble saying so long. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
This broadcast is a copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the express written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.